Boys and girls, surprise, surprise. No, the surprise is not me, I'm still Alex. However, I have found another puzzle to bore you guys to tears with. This one, according to the author of a book of puzzles that I found on the internet, he calls it Cheers. I don't know why the hell it's Cheers, but to me I call it a Shaekel. Not the shekel that you put into a Jewish piano, but a shekel with an A, which is a Shaekel, which is very similar to the shekel puzzle I presented a while back, which is only a 3-piece puzzle. And for those of you that can't remember me presenting it, you're bloody right, because I forgot to do a video on it. So I haven't presented it. But it's a simple, very simple 3-piece puzzle. However, this looks very similar. Oh, I don't know how much of that you're bloody getting into this viewfinder. It's a smaller one of it. Well, I've got to the stage now where I was going to show you how to solve it, and I found these bloody things too small to present, so I thought I'd make a bigger one. Now, as I said, this is really a 3-piece puzzle. However, that's not quite correct, because it's really made up of 6 pieces, although I've only got 4 there, whereby you laminate 2 pieces together to make up a piece, only because I make out of 6mm MDF, and to get all these different profiles with a laser it's just about impossible, but if I cut it and layer it, I can get the profiles. So there you have it, but as I said, they were too small. So although it's a 3-part puzzle, it comes in 6 pieces. However, when I decided to up it to double the size, it bloody comes in, well, each part now comes in 4 pieces, and that makes it 12. However, the fact that they have to be laminated, and you're now laminating 4 pieces, and if you don't line your ducks up in a row, you totally stuff it up. So you could just about say this is a 20 or a 30-piece puzzle. What I started to do was put numbers on it. However, my calculator ran out of battery, I ran out of fingers, and I didn't really do too well at maths at school, so I only managed to get up to number 3. No, just kidding. I actually passed kindergarten maths, at least the algebra part of it. Now, the numbers are there to actually identify the pieces, only because when you're trying to put them together, they're such a ridiculous shape, I think they are, and once you interlock them, you lose track of what's what. And unless you've solved the solution, and you can do it like a Rubik's Cube with your eyes closed, you virtually need the numbers to reference them, so you know, oh shit, when you look at the solution, it says, oh yeah, that's number 3 there, so that's the way we look at it. Anyway, not to worry, the job is to laminate these together, and hopefully come up with 3 pieces, which I have actually just done, only because I tried to make this bloody video, totally fucked it up, so I had to reshoot it. But while I was editing the video, I actually ran off another set. That's the second set. This is the first set. Now, I don't know whether I can show you the solution, because if I do, then it saves me having to go upstairs and, well, make another video. So I shall try. As I said, the 3 pieces come. You line your ducks up in a row, number 1, number 2, sort of, and this is roughly the way they go together. Now how the hell are we looking in the picture? Maybe if I bring it a bit closer down, you'll get a better view of it. How are we going there? Yeah, that's better. And I'll try and keep my fingers out, and I'll try and keep it close to the table. Okay, put that aside. This piece, it's got a little notch in there. Oh, by the way, for all it's worth, the puzzle I got out of the book, it didn't actually give me the dimensions or the layout. It gave me an isometric view, and when you looked at a piece, like say, something like this, photo of it, you didn't know all the nooks and crannies that are on the other side, the flip side. So what I had to do was basically make up what I thought was a set, and then find out that I stuffed it up. So I had to then mark which parts didn't go together, and eventually come up with something that worked. Because what I did do is, after I made up a piece, I tried to put it together. When I found out it just wouldn't go according to the way I designed it, I had to reverse engineer it and come up with a better design. Alright, that goes in there. This particular piece with the cutout slips down just to the point, if you have a look back here, where this can now, from the back, slip in through there. Now, being laser cut, the tolerances are so bloody great, and I haven't doctored this yet, so the corners are catching. I've got to try and find out where it's catching, but I do know that piece has to come forward. See, I might have to come back and try and shoot this video after Alex back again. This is take number 3. Not that I couldn't solve it in take 1, I did, but I took so bloody long, that's why you're now FFing here. Take number 2 went smoothly, except all you could see was the back of my hand. And if you like the look of the back of my hand here, take a screenshot of that, put it up as a wallpaper, and you can look at it on your computer all day. But here they are, the new, or not the new, but the 3 pieces. They've all been sanded, buffed, and I've even filled the numbers with wood filler to make it look pretty. Line your ducks up in a row, as I always say. Number 1 is the first one, that usually takes that orientation. Number 2 takes that orientation, and number 3 goes that way. Why 1, 2, 3? Only because I count clockwise, not anti-clockwise. Pick up number 3, and it's got this little notch in the back here that you can then slip in and hold it with your thumb in place, and notice the fingers never leave the hand. Then you take number 2 with this profile indentation and slip that down in there. Now, where I buggered up the first video trying to show you is that while you're doing this, number 1 is slid across like that. Once you've got that there, then you actually move number 3 upwards. Once number 3 is up, number 1 should be able, well actually it's not number 1, it's number 2 that moves backwards or to the back. When you've got that, number 3 can move forward or to that way, forward. Bear in mind that's still there. Then number 1 can move that way. Then number 1 can move forward, number 2 down, and you've got it solved. Holy shit. Okay, let's try that unassembly. That comes up, oops, up. Then 3, oops, that goes across. 3 comes back this way. That one comes, again, you've got to bear in mind that corners are catching, so I've got to watch how it works. Like that has to, God, I'm doing it again. I knew I should have quit. Why isn't that going across? You see, now you see why I've got the numbers. I've got to find out exactly what the orientation is. That goes across there. That, good God. I am now totally confused. Now you can see why, again, as I said, the numbers, okay, that's fallen. Yeah, it's in moving it around, I must have unlocked a snagging corner, because that now moves forward, which is supposed to. That one can now move down to the point where I can lock that in and that comes off. Holy shit, there you are. That's number 4 taken, totally stuffed up, or number 3 taken, stuffed up again. Started off well, finished off badly, but there is no bloody way known I'm going to shoot this again. So either you stop watching, rewind back and stop watching where I assembled it so you don't see the mess, or I don't know. Anyway, boys and girls, that's it for now. Uru and keep safe. And I'm not bloody shooting it again.